matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bruins will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington's offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pulls it and fires to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The sure hands, it's Coleman. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Huskies are on the move. That's caught. It's Williams. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Williams looking for a man. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So UCLA's offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Right on the money. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On the move. Got enough for the first. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete on the right side. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bruins! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Creates a little space. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on second and short. Catch inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Bruins are rolling down the field. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to run it. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Now on the move. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Williams will pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proven themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Williams looking for a man. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. On his feet at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Off play action on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Coleman. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Williams will pass. Hauls it in. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Williams. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job on this defense.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic three. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Iamaleava. It's caught. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Flores. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long. Gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
Offense facing 4th down.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. It's complete to the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here's Here's the pressure. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Got his man on the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Oh, what a move. The short hands. It's Boston. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had it.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Firing to the right, complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's reeled in. It's Matthews. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I love the QB where he holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They'll run it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. Checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
To throw, it's Iamaleava. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Now, a 4th down.
And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Evans. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Boston. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And that's a first down.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They go to the counter. There he goes. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Caught over the middle. It's Matthews.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there, and how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Bruins decide to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Find some fresh air. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down in the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out and it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Play action. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And to christen this 4th quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the Bruins line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab on the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Got it in the middle, it's Flores. Get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurt. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that fourth down, Rick
breaks into the open. Got it out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the number.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They go to the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Catch in the middle, it's Boston.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. Finds his man. It's Coleman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Coleman. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle second and fourth.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. He's got it. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go up top on second and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Bruins trying to cash it in on first and goal.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Let's talk for just a second about Washington. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around much.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Well, who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ear still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.